Yeah.
We've got a comment here from Carolyn. Carolyn says, currently our brand articulation is about expressing how awesome we are, bigger, better than other hospitals. This does not enable us to engage with donors effectively. How to align, develop a brand articulation that provides competitive advantage across all key stakeholders. So Carolyn, just checking, is that your question? If you can just reply to this in the chat box. Is your question, how do you align and develop the brand articulation that provides that competitive advantage? That's how I understand the question. Just if you could just confirm that for us there. And maybe Darren, you can help. Yes, please, Carolyn says. Can you share your thoughts on that with us, Darren?
Absolutely. So, Carolyn, it's a very interesting question. And I would say there are a number of organisations that I work with who have said that they feel that they're talking to themselves with their brand, and it's very myopic. It's very, aren't we fabulous, aren't we? But if you've gone through a brand definition exercise and established that what makes you remarkable as an organisation is that we're the best at serving customers in a hospital context. If that is indeed where you land with that, it also needs to be something that is competitively differentiated and relevant for the consumer. So what I would suggest that you do is maybe go through a process of reviewing what that brand concept is or that brand platform is, getting agreement on it, and then you can quite cost effectively do some research, go out to some of your existing constituency and maybe some prospective ones to test that internal articulation to ensure that, one, it's actually consistent with current consumers, customers' experience, and two, is something that the market really wants. Because it's all very well drinking your own Kool-Aid and getting very excited about it, but if no one wants it, it's a bit meaningless. So yeah, we've gone through that process with a number of organisations, and the discovery of, well, we're not, what we thought was really important to the market actually isn't that important to the market. So we have to relook at that. So it's an interesting question. Does that answer your question, Carolyn?
Yeah, Carolyn, maybe pop a little note there in the chat box and let us know if that's helpful. I guess this whole bigger, better, faster is a concept that we've sort of ended up with in marketing, really, to be, to sort of go out and say that's what we are. But I guess it's also coming back to that, as you say, that existential question of like, why do we exist and what is our purpose, and all of those deeper, higher level order thinking that is behind being the biggest or the best.
Yeah.
So for organisations like that, Darren, is it also about being able to go past those points of saying that we're the biggest hospital or the best hospital, and to, well, why do we actually even exist, in those more meaningful brand essence type conversations? Is that what it's about?
Yeah, I think some fundamentals around the brand definition process internally is that it needs to be, you need to consult a representative sample of the organisation, and it needs to be moderated or facilitated by probably an outside person, consultant, because it needs to be, it's that point where it is challenged or can be challenged, because a lot of organisations don't know what they don't know. So you see that on the websites. We are the best in the Southern Hemisphere at all of that, and all these claims, which are not credible oftentimes, and don't serve the brand justice. Yeah.